Hi everyone, my name is Patrick Donovan,
I'm Tony Dattilo,
and
special guest Tony Dattilo.
and
We're here to review Richard Linklater's newest film, Everybody Wants Some, the companion piece or follow-up to
Dazed and
Dazed and
Confused.
Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
All right. Richard Linklater. Who's Richard Linklater?
Richard Linklater is an American director from Texas who got his fame beginning with, well, Dazed and Confused is probably
The early '90s, like
Early
90s
90s,
here, somewhere around there, and
he's done a lot of different movies and pretty low budget, but also very artistic. Rotoscoping, a lot of rotoscoping stuff.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
Waking Life, and he did Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, which is an adaptation of a Philip K. Dick science fiction, like drug-addled novel. So he's really diverse. He's a really diverse director.
Yeah.
He does all different kinds of genres. And
and Boyhood, you probably know, is one of his more popular recent movies because it was Oscar nominated.
And it's like super experimental.
Very experimental. Yeah.
How long did it take him to shoot?
12 years.
12 years.
Something like that.
To shoot. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever done.
Yeah, he would just do projects in between. He would shoot when the guy was a boy, and then grow up a little bit and do it again. All the actors came back.
Anyway, so Linklater, I mean, he's pretty well known in American cinema, but only in the independent circuit, I guess. So that's where we're going with it. So anyway, who's in the movie?
Not a lot.
No
Nobody.
one,
Anybody would really know.
No, I don't know anybody.
No. It's it's a good way to get cheap actors because they're all young and they're all up and coming. I guess because they're all just a bunch of kids having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're not all kids. Some of them are a little bit older.
Right.
There are some older actors that are playing younger guys, and I think that pretty much any movie that's going to be about young people or later high school or early college years, that's pretty much going to happen. But I don't think it's terrible. I think a lot of them could be. They
fit the part
22.
because
they
they're
can do that.
Baseball jocks in Texas in 1980.
And they're pretty diverse.
And it's really about partying and friendships and camaraderies and getting together and finding out strangers that were strangers a few days ago. A lot of really follows freshmen. Getting in with all these college kids and seeing what the whole scene's about and drinking a lot and getting laid
a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and the whole college life is pretty much what it's about.
Yeah.
Jocks in college in Texas in 1980.
And it's funny. It's well written. It's a funny movie. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's at no point is you'd think for a movie that there's really no violence in it. There's really no explicit sex.
No.
There's no. Hardcore drugs. Not a whole lot actually happens in the movie. It's super independent.
Yeah.
In that, and it's actually. At no point was I bored during the course of this movie.
It's not quite as good as Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused is more of a classic, but maybe it took that.
I was going to say there's also a lot of perspective
it's
there.
definitely been a long time
But
since that movie came out.
the question is, has Linklater grown as a filmmaker in the 23 or whatever it is years since Dazed and Confused? I think it's going to be interesting in 15 years to go back and watch these two movies back to back and see how they compare.
Yeah. They definitely covered the time period well again. Everything's spot on.
Yeah.
Style, clothing, music, cars, surroundings, everything.
The glass is the one shot,
yeah.
really strong.
And when you're talking about this, that he was the age of these guys in 1980.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's kind of what he went through, perhaps.
There's definitely a lot of first-hand experience. You can tell there's a lot of first-hand experience.
Yeah.
Just by I don't know. He's got this real gift for humanizing characters, making things, making that people seem realistic,
Oh, yeah.
and even the annoying characters. Because in life there are annoying people in your life, so it's like
There's a lot of different types of people in that movie. Yeah.
and
Covering them all.
And for a movie that I used the word diverse earlier, but it really is all about upper middle class white folks going to college. There's one black guy in the movie, but he still manages to flesh out each of the characters.
Yeah.
And
No one seems. Yeah.
you really get a sense of who they are. No one gets lost in the. The hairstyles kind of help a little bit, but
it's really about having fun.
Yeah,
having fun when you go to college and the whole experience of making friendships and everything and falling in love.
Falling in
Yeah,
love.
which you'll find out,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So it's traditional coming of age, but it's a pretty well made movie. So anyway,
Not a lot of baseball.
No, there's actually very.
It's all what they're all there for.
It's about baseball players. It's not necessarily about baseball.
Getting together. Right?
There's actually only one practice match in the entire movie. So anyway, what grade would you give?
I'd probably.
Everybody wants some.
B plus.
B plus.
B plus. Yeah, solid movie. If I had, there's a lot of comparisons I'm drawing with Dazed and Confused, and I love Dazed and Confused a lot, and so I'd say B plus.
Yeah, I think I'm right in the B plus range. Again, this is one of those movies that I feel like I'm really gonna have to come back, give it some time, and go back and see how it feels a little bit further down the line. But anyway, that's our review for Everybody Wants Some by
David Linklaters.
Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater.
Nice. Anyway, we'll have a nice day. See you.
Bye.